been seeing a lot of discourse talking about speaking to HR, and a lot of people on TikTok were saying never speak to HR, blah 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 blah. If you're trying to sue your employer, you have to go through HR. Well, you don't have to, but you need to talk to someone higher up. So today's video is going to be a quick video. I'm going to get some tips on how to sue your employer. Now, of course, I do a disclaimer. I am not an attorney. I am not an attorney. I don't have any legal background, but I'm currently going through legal actions right now. And before we filed, I had talked to over 20 different paralegals and attorneys. They gave me tips and all that, each of them. So of course I remember each of them, blah blah blah. It's a long story, but anyway, I'm gonna give it a video and give some tips. And another thing, when I first started looking for an attorney, well, before that, I didn't know what to do. So with my research and all that good stuff, so I'm just gonna do a video to help other people if you're in the same predicament, if you were in the same predicament as me. Now, another thing I have to say, another disclaimer is, do not search for something to sue. That makes sense? Or don't search for something to, it has to be already there. That makes sense? So for instance, if your employer is, or they discriminated against you, they had conversations behind your back, being rude, or says some type of comment, that's when you sue. Well, let me rephrase. After you go through the proper channels, then you sue. I'm talking about that anyway, all that in the video. So first, let's start about documentation. Time, date, year. Make sure you have the year on that as well. Any witnesses and what exactly happened, okay? That's gonna be so important. That's gonna be so important. And you have to remember this, when you're suing a company, it's a long process. So make sure on your documentation you put the year at the end. Believe me, it's gonna help you, because in my situation it was a big problem, because I was getting it was very confusing. When you give them a timeline, the paralegal, when you give them a timeline, it's confusing, especially if you've been going through this more than 2 years. It's kind of hard to deal with this. And I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I probably should have a script. But anyway, so make sure your documentation is on point. Now, if you're still employed at this job, right, and mind you, you're going through harassment, whatever it is, right, and you have your documentation. Oh, let me go back. I'm sorry. Okay, so get your documentation. Witnesses will help you, but they're gonna turn your back. Well, let me rephrase. Witnesses is gonna help the case, but it's a high chance that they're gonna turn their back on you once all this happens. For me, that's what happened. Literally, I had witnesses before I filed, and when they found out that I was serious about it, they chose their job really quick. So that's what I always say, your coworkers are not your friends. They're not. And like I said, you'll learn the hard way, especially if you're trying to sue the company. You'll learn the hard way that they're not your friends. Okay, so witnesses is like your coworkers. So I'm talking about this hierarchy. Like I said, I always say you have to go through HR, like in the beginning, that they are part of this hierarchy, but it's kind of iffy. So if you're going through a lot at your job, and then you start telling coworkers, your manager, if you start reporting too much, there's a high chance that they might fire you. If they feel or they know that you're building a case against them, they may fire you. Okay? So, okay. Now, after you have your documentation, witnesses, iffy, if maybe you reported to your manager or have you have to go through the EEOC. If you're currently employed, or even if you were fired too, you still can do it. You have to go through the EEOC to get a right to sue letter if you're still employed. Now, we get this right to sue. Before you even get the right to sue letter, you have to talk to their attorney, right? Tell them your case, and then they'll tell you, they will ask you, what do you have? They will ask, who did you report this to? So you're gonna need to be a manager, store manager, HR. But like I said, there's a hierarchy, and you have to keep this in the back of your mind. HR is there to protect the company from any lawsuit. That's the first line of defense. So if you report to HR and you don't have enough documentation or proof, it's a high chance that they might fire you, because of course they don't build a case. But between me and you, you're gonna build in silence until you have too much evidence where they cannot fire you. Between me and you, okay? So once you talk to this attorney at the EEOC, they're gonna tell you, okay, they're gonna ask who you spoke with, any witnesses, and they will contact your employer, right? And it's a long process to talk to this attorney. Like, I believe they gave me a date that my date was not for like for 8 months later when I was scheduled to talk to an attorney. And then your intake. Sometimes the EEOC does pick up your case, but apparently it's very hard. So at the end of the whole investigation, they're gonna contact your employer. They have the employer send over some evidence as well. That's when you get the right to sue letter. So they're gonna say, you know what, it's not enough information, or they're gonna say it's not enough evidence, so they can't pick your case, and then they give you a right to sue letter. Now, once you get this right to sue letter, that's when you have to find an attorney. My suggestion is, through this whole process of you waiting for your intake, I suggest to look for an attorney during that time. When I mean it was so difficult to find an attorney during that time, it was so difficult for me, because of course I was still employed. Attorneys want easy cases where they know they're gonna win, and it was hard for me to find an attorney. Especially, you have to tell your story over and over and over, and these attorneys are looking for anything with an adverse reaction. So if your hours were cut, your check was lower, stuff like that. That's what they want. And then of course they need all your documentations. So during that process, I wanted to give up so bad, because it's so difficult to find an attorney. And I will never forget this. There was a black woman. I just knew she was gonna pick my case. When I wanted to report her after. Oh my god, I was so upset, because everything I was telling her, she said, no, that don't make any sense. Why would they do that? That don't make any sense. And she was an attorney. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You have to have thick skin. Yeah, you're gonna need thick skin, and also you need to remember everything. Well, not remember. I suggest to write everything down. That's what I meant earlier about the timeline. You need time, date, literally everything in order. So it's easier for you to talk to a paralegal or the attorney and tell them your side of the story. So we talked about the EEOC and employers. Especially with me personally, I was still going through harassment and retaliation all through that process. But remember this, once you file, you are protected. You're protected. So everything all the retaliation, them not speaking to you, rolling their eyes, and they will do that. They will. It's like, I think it's like a rule. Like it's so crazy. I saw a video before my situation happened. I was watching a video, and literally everything that she said happened to her at her job after she filed. I'm going through literally the same thing. It's so crazy. But anyway, so documentation, like I said, you are protected. Now, oh, this is another suggestion. A lot of it, let's talk about this attorney thing again. If you can't find an attorney at like a big law firm, nonprofit attorneys are good too. Also, attorneys that work at a smaller law firm are always good. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention about the right to sue letter, you have a timeline. So you can file state or federal. I believe the federal is a year, and for state it's about 6 months. I could be wrong. Look it up. Or you know, I'm gonna look it up and put it in the description box. But I believe it's a whole year to federal. So basically you have a whole year, well, 6 months, whatever, to file. Or you can file yourself, but I do not recommend it. For the EEOC, I did file myself, and of course I lost. I did lose, and so this time I did hire an attorney to file. It's a long story, but anyway, I'm good. And I just want to say this one last thing about these attorneys. All you need is one yes. That's all you need is one yes. And don't give up, because your employer is betting on you giving up, getting tired, quitting. You know what I mean? They're betting on that. But do not give up. Do not give up. All you need is one yes. So the tips I just gave were for if you're still employed. Now, if you're fired, if you are fired, it's gonna be a fast pace, because when they call you in, they're gonna want you to sign papers. I suggest not to sign anything. You're already fired, so they can't keep telling you, oh, well, they're just trying to pit fear you. Some of these papers that they put in front of you is going to be what may be a paper saying that you cannot sue them. So if you are terminated, I suggest do not sign anything and hire an attorney to read over those papers. And if they won't let you get a copy, take a picture, and then contact an attorney. There's a high chance that your employer might hire a private investigator. I know a lot of people like, they don't, wait, what? They would never do that. Yes, they will. Yes, they would. And they're gonna watch everything you do. They might even stalk you. They're gonna stalk your social media. So I don't want to say be aware. Okay, it might not happen, but it's a high chance that they might hire a private investigator to help. Yeah. When you're hitting a business's pockets, you're gonna see the true colors. I said this literally in my last vlog. When you're hitting their pockets, you see their true colors. And I am seeing the true colors of my employer, my managers, my coworkers. I'm seeing the ugly side of them ever since I filed. Yeah. Alright. Alright, so those are my quick tips on how to sue. I don't know what I'm gonna call this video Suing 101. But like I said earlier, only sue if you're in the predicament. Do not search for something to sue for. You get what I'm trying to say? Only if your manager did something to you, store manager, wherever you work at, whatever. If they made a comment, you already know. You already know. Harassment, discrimination, all that good stuff. That's all that good stuff. Bear with me, it's late. All that. So just be mindful and take notes.